Hey guys, this is Man Shark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 205. We're currently playing as Kaiser Baldwin III of the Holy Roman Empire. He's the son of Kaiser Almeric the Kind, who died last episode, and Kaiser Almeric the Kind was the grandson of Kaiser Almeric the Blessed. Things are looking pretty good for us, to be honest. Yeah, not too much of a deal going on anywhere. Everybody's happy with the Pope. You can see here that this particular Pope must have very high piety. No, he's only got 547. And that's why, if you look at the moral authority here, if we had an anti-Pope, we would be straight up fucked. Because we're only just hitting the 100% there, I believe. So yeah, not great, but his diplomacy's also seeing us through. Of note, I've seen here that it says here vassal inheritance warning for the Pope. That's only because the, well, I'm not actually sure why. Ah, right. Because the Pope's successor, Cardinal Baldemir here, is actually a cardinal of Persia. Now, I'm not sure if that'll actually flip him over. We could just try and assassinate him or something like that. Not going to bother too much because we can always get the Pope back. Getting the Pope back will be easy. Oops, I've hit Wasset again. Getting the Pope back will be easy with our current, you know, massive armies and shit. Persia's currently at war with Turkestan anyway. Excuse me. Alright, well, let's get it going. And already we have things. The King of Egypt is proposing that the Prince of Egypt marries my half-sister. Is he your heir? Yes, he's your heir. You know what? Alright, fine. Done. The problem there is it means that these weak claims will pass on, but I don't intend to give them any... Well, let's be honest, Egypt will not be able to enforce any claims on me. And because that marriage is... What's this? Prince Lothar would like... Oh, sorry. The King of Mauritania would like the Prince of Mauritania here, who is second in line. Really? To marry my other half-sister. Or my half-sister here, Princess Irmgard. Princess Irmgard has a very high intrigue, so of course she's a very attractive member for anybody like that. I'm fine with that. That's absolutely fine. So it goes Sophie and then Lothar here, right? Because Lothar's a sibling. So she won't be in she probably won't be in a position to be the Queen of Mauritania at any point. Particularly if that guy starts actually having children. Or, you know, she could because she's got a high enough intrigue to plot on her own. Excuse me, I've really got a bit of congestion in my throat today. Okay, independence is only at 4.7%, headed up by the Duke of the Aegean Isles, who is annoyed with me for reasons. And the other one is headed up by the Prince Mayor of Ahansa, who, well, I know why he doesn't like me, and they're all fairly understandable reasons. Good on him. We only have righteous imprisonment against the Duke of Jazeera. Don't want to do that. He likes us enough, so I just don't care. Oh, this one's almost done. Finishes in November. Pretty sure it'll be the last one, but we'll actually have to build there, but, you know. Oh hey, and considering that it's October... Do we have Brave already? We don't have Brave, so what we're going to do is go on a Grand Hunt. The Grand Hunt has the chance to get you Brave, the Feast has the chance... or Kind. The Feast has the chance to get you Justice. And the Feast gives you the plus opinion with everybody who turns up. 5 Prestige. having a feast or a hunt or some affair is a great way for a low tier ruler, so a count or even a duke, to farm up prestige and things like that. We really don't have to worry about that because we've got such a huge amount of control over our prestige. Another 5 prestige. So much control, just holding all of this land. It's an amazing amount of prestige. It's ridiculous, to be quite honest, but, you know, we get what we get. Preferatus is Cardinal Hartmann. Okay, so the Pope should have been removed from the list because Cardinal Hartmann is one of our guys. Yeah. All the way back to me. So maybe that would have something to do with it, but I doubt it. Like maybe the Pope would have left, maybe he wouldn't have. I'm not sure. Okay, so Grand Hunt's over fairly boringly, to be honest, so let's have a feast. I mean, we only got 2 + 5 prestige events before the end of the damn thing, so... yeah, kind of shit hunt, really. What the hell is this? Prince Otto's host. Who's Otto at war with? Gondwana. You're a bit far from home, lads. Just zoom out, have a look at how things are going in places. Bit of a revolt in Baluchistan. Lower Crown Authority, and one in Afghanistan. Lower Crown Authority. There's a Nubian revolt. Yep, a couple of people claiming Nubia. All that sort of thing. Oh, let's have a look at trade zones, just real quick. Yeah, we're totally going to have to go to war with Damietta at some point. Oh, 1st of January, don't tell me I've locked it up. I hit the pause button. Don't lock up, don't lock up. Oh, we're good. Okay, so while we're in the event, we can't really tell if it's locked up or not because it hasn't advanced to the 2nd, but I heard the noise. There's a little tick noise. So if that's happening, we can move this around, so we're good. Spend lavishly. Yeah, we're totally going to go to war with Damietta, just rip their stuff apart. After the feast, of course. Because, well, we've just started the feast. Anybody who I really need to show up who won't? These 2 guys, I guess. Sure. $500 gold. You are a prick, but sure, whatever. So we'll still get a few refusals, but there'll be ones I just don't care about. Alright, we'll only need 2 armies to crush Egypt. And I really don't think that there was anywhere else that I actually had land. Yeah, Basra really owns the hell out of the Persian Gulf. And I don't care about Aswan. And I don't care about Anata, because Basra also owns most of the East Indian coast. Nice. Nope. It's just that Damietta owned this bit up here and a little bit down here. If I take these 2, then Thrace will have a chance to get some more territory here and maybe take over the Sea of Palestine. And over here, it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, I guess they own some stuff up here in England, which I can't do anything about. That's up to the English to fix. Or the British. But no, the trade goes well. The trade goes very well. Okay, feast is on, so I guess everybody did turn up, which, I've got to be honest, a little surprising. I mean, this guy can't turn up, the Duke of Syria, because he's in jail. But the Duke of Dalmatia could. Maybe he just doesn't want to piss us off. I mean, that's a perfectly acceptable reason to show up, even though you didn't want to. So, Egypt, what's your revolt about? Oh, you're lowering Crown authority. Okay, everybody was happy with the minstrel. A lot of the opinion modifiers for stuff involving the feasts is my opinion of other people. See, this here, it isn't changing Mayor Adrian's opinion of me. We can check that. Yes, it hasn't changed at all. It's changing my opinion of him. Okay, so good news. Well, not so good news because one of my servants is dead. But now if we imprison this random bishop, I'll get the just trait. And that's what? Plus stewardship plus learning. Done. And plus vassal opinion, which is even more important. Like, how amazing is that? And then everybody loves me. Feast is over, so we can declare war. Now, he is an ally. I didn't realize this, but when we married our daughter, I think, to his court, we made him an ally. So this will cost us 50 prestige. We can also offer to join his war against the revolt. How's he doing in that anyway? He's winning it, 39%. He's losing this war here, but he's only in that as an ally. Actually, no, he's winning it, but he's in it as an ally. No, I'm going to declare war on him, the embargo war. Take the 50 prestige hit, that's fine. I don't care too much about that. And move in. Now we're just going to do what we usually do, which is sort of sit on things. You know, like a kind of activity which is currently banned to, I think, it's not banned in practice, but I think it's banned in, to make videos of it, in England. I think. No doubt somebody will correct me on that. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, it's because you're too young. Yep, so those guys are going to sit there. Do we have any just stuff around here? I mean, we could take those trade posts. Yeah, let's just take those trade posts. Just because, well, why not? I do have a sizable army on that one, but, well, most of my other armies should be bigger than that. Love it how we can just pull 8,000 men out of Jerusalem. Okay, so we're falling in love with my wife. Or we've got the chance to, and we will. Yep, so now we're lovers. Ooh. Dumbest playground bullshit. Okay, so that trade post is done, so we move him up to Ascalon, where the next one was. We've got a marriage offer from the King of Delhi. He'd like to marry this fellow, who is in no way all that important, and actually, he's this bastard child, but he's not all that good anyway. He'd like to marry him to Emma here, and Emma is actually pretty decent, just on averages. So I'd actually like to keep Emma around. Bunch of faction moving. A bunch of trade posts are dealt with, so let's just clean up all of those. Wait for this one to finish. It'll finish in, you know, the 12-day period. There we go. You're done. Both of you are done, actually. I'm going to put you... Actually, there was a trade post on that one, if I remember right. Yep, totally was. These guys are done in Ascalon. Perfect. And was that all? Yeah, I think that was all of the Damietran ones. There's one in from Tangiers and Algeciras, but I'm not too concerned about that at this point in time. Spain is really... I just don't give a shit about the western coast of Spain. The Med coast, the Mediterranean coast of Spain, I care about a lot because it's Pisa's territory. But where Tangiers is doing its thing, I don't give a shit. These guys, they already besieged the damn place, so all of you can disband. Oh no, that's interesting. This is something I hadn't noticed before, but if you click on the trade map here, it highlights the sea which it's part of. There we go. Yeah, so, okay, let's actually have a little look at this. This could be useful. Let's find one which is not exactly contested. Maybe Skane will help here? Not really. Ah, whatever, we'll have a look at one of these ones down here. So, Thrace. Is it just looking at... No, no. Looking at solid areas, maybe. I'm not sure whether it's looking at family trade zones to assist, or... Actually, that is totally what it's looking at. See, if we click here and it highlights this entire area. Click over here, that's all ruled by the Brainus family, so yeah. I was thinking it was something to do with showing you what assisted in the control of the sea. It doesn't. It's just an indication of that particular family's holdings. Okay, that's cool. Useful to know. How's little Wilhelm going? Wilhelm is trusting. Not great, but not terrible. He's 4, so another 2 years before I can educate him. And trust me, I will be educating him. He is too valuable to be left alone. Trude, are you pregnant again yet? Nope. One was enough for you, huh? I really wish that the war goal for the embargoes wasn't as broken as it seems to be. Shouldn't have to besiege places, I've already met the war goal. Okay, what do we got here? This woman wants claims, nope. My half-sister requires a guardian. Well, let's educate her for stewardship. With my wife? No, with my half-sister here. Yeah? Yep, that seems good. Good work. Yeah, see, the Egyptians are just not coming at us because they realize that my war... Why do we have this guy in prison? He's been excommunicated for some... Fuck it, I'm not releasing anybody. The Egyptians are tied up in that revolt, and presumably their war in Nubia, and they realize that all I'm going to do is get some money off them. And the Egyptian king has enough money to cover the losses that we're going to incur on him. In fact, I'm kind of surprised he just hasn't asked us to fuck off already. I would have. Just been like, oh, you want some money? Piss off. Okay, well, we've got some good news. Trude here would like to have a daughter, so she's elected that ambition. So, and Egbert would like to be Chancellor. Oh, current Chancellor is too good. Sorry, kid. But yes, Trude would like to have a daughter, so that's increased her fertility by a small amount. Always good. I think I just saw something change. Yep. Up the fertility and immediately preggers. Good work. That's totally how it works. You ask for a daughter and, well, it happens. Right, I think we've got some building to do somewhere. Wow, okay, so Oberbayern is finished. Nothing left to do in Oberbayern. Like, at all. All the secondary holdings are done. Everything is good there. Can't say the same for Nuremberg. I don't remember checking these at the end of last episode, so I'm just going to rip through them. What was that? Was that Eppenstein? No, it was Brigands. This one's almost done with its militia training ground, the 27th of November. I'm not going to remember that. Great. Everything is up to speed. So now we just wait for these sieges to finish. Looks like the forces of Rudgar up here, or Damietta specifically, are besieging my realm. So just get a couple of random dudes. I honestly don't care if they've got the cow trait or not. Put them in control of this army. Send it off. See, they're already running. We may or may not catch them. If we do catch them, it's because we've got a high enough morale to catch them. If we don't, then fine, we'll just keep chasing them. We have not caught them, so we'll continue moving. Okay, we've got one successful siege down here. This one will fall just as quickly, if not quicker, because it's a town. And same with this one. Wonderful. All they do is hasten their demise. Get rid of all these messages. Just before the end of the year. And successfully passed. Excellent. A little bit of a battle here, not too much of a concern. Yeah, wiped out. Beautiful. And just having that army up for those few months was enough to get us a -1 with the Duchess of Edessa. That's why I prefer to rely on retinues and not the levy system. I mean, sure, we could raise our personal levy to go and kick the shit out of things. We do have 39,000 just in that. But, well, it's not the best, I must admit. We could imprison the Duke of Swabia here, but, well, don't want to. There's another small little Damiettian army that can't get past us. I think they're going to be taking them up north in fleets, but, you know, it's not all that important. Okay, so we've successfully fully occupied this one. He won't take the peace offer, but he understands that he's losing, so positive direction there. no more. Oh no, one Persian in the college. It's fine. As long as he's not preferatus, I'm completely okay with that. When I say Persian, he is probably German. Yep, German Catholic. He's actually the Marshal of Azerbaijan. Real religion of peace. My son-in-law died a natural death. Okay, so that was one married to my daughter here, so she should really remarry. She would like a daughter. She is my daughter, so I don't mind having her on hand. You know what, let's marry her for an alliance. So, the King of Punjab. Obviously we can't make it matrilineal, that would be insane. Done. Okay, that's that one done. We will attack this next one, unless we get a peace offer in the meantime. Now we'll just wait out this trade post here, even though I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it belongs to Aswan, but, you know, it's still part of Egypt. And yep, see, he accepts that he's lost the war, so now we can fuck off. And there's his peace offer anyway. Oh yeah, prisoner pagan, and Emma here thinks that was pretty good of us. I'm just gonna let his one, you know, piss off, because I already asked him for peace anyway. There it is. So we got a bit of money, destroyed all these trade posts. So now Thrace can really move in, maybe the Hansa as well, just see how they go. Maybe even Solano or Pisa could get a bit on down here. You know, it'd be good to see. So let's see, what have I been doing recently? Well, I only recorded episode 204, I think, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, so not much between then and now, I've got to be honest. So yeah, I had some appointments to do, that was fun. Okay, so now the Egyptian guy is calling us into that war. I'm fine with that. You're already winning it significantly. 84%. And this is his big army here, he's crushing another one. There's no reason why he had to call me in. But, you know, I'm fine with him calling me in. Okay, she's no longer... Right, she's no longer pregnant because she had a child. Okay, so we do have some good news here, and that is that, you know, we've got more people in the line of succession. Now it goes Egbert, Wilhelm, Egbert, so Egbert, Wilhelm, then Egbert. Unfortunately, Egbert here is kind of shit. Like, he's got nothing for him. Wilhelm, on the other hand, 27th of July... It's going to be this year, so he's almost aging up. And so we'll assign him to be, you know, run by me. Alright, this is because we've got martial skill, or we're trying to improve our martial ability, so as you make your way home one late one night, escorted by your bodyguard, you run into several drunken peasants having a fist fight in the middle of the street. Your guards attempt to steer you away, but you have an idea. Would this not be a perfect sparring opportunity in which to improve your martial ability? Put them up. It's a 50-50 shot. Things go poorly, so we lose 15 prestige, but we gain 1 martial. You know, thank you for the lesson, friend. That's alright. It's fine. If it gave you the wounded trait as well, it would suck, but it doesn't, so, you know, YOLO. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, not much has happened between episode 204 and 205. I've been playing Minecraft a bit, you know. There, that war is already over. We didn't even have to do anything. Dude just called me in, maybe to give the impression of strength. I don't know, he was well winning it. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Minecraft, trying to get my stuff together. It's not vanilla Minecraft, I'm sure I've mentioned this before. We're running the Feed the Beast monster pack. So yeah, just trying to get my shit together, you know, during my holidays. My holidays end in a few days, so I want to try and pack in as much stuff as I can. I do have my Pathfinder game tomorrow, which would be... This will have already have happened by the time that this episode, you know, goes live or gets published. And I would have already been back at work as well for at least a day. But yeah, just trying to pack in as much shit as I can. You know, which oddly reminds me of last Friday night, but you know, that's how things are. Yep, so Pathfinder tomorrow, that I'm running the last session of my Holiday Paranoia campaign on the day after that. Should be entertaining. I really tormented them last time, it was all good. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the Pathfinder game. I wasn't really on the start of it because, you know, my Cavalier, Munir, the many-titled, died in what I've previously explained as bullshit circumstances. Plus opinion of the Hansa? Well, he already likes me a fair bit, because I sent him a gift. Wonderful, now he likes me a lot. There's really nowhere else for this guy to go, is there? Pretty sure all the vassals either like me or they're in jail. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so, you know, I was kind of shirty about that. But this paladin I've rolled up. This paladin. I haven't even done anything weird with it because we're only using core. This paladin is fucking exceptional. I mean, I've got two 18 stats, a 16 and then, you know, a 13, 11 and a 10. That 11 is going to become 12 at the end of the next session because we're leveling up. Or dying, you know, either way. And yeah, it's just... He's not only great in combat, I've worked out a way for him to exist in full plate in the desert. Worked out a way for him to keep a full plate on even while he sleeps. He's got resistances, which is really weird for me coming from a 3.5, you know, a D&D 3.5 background. Paladins didn't get resistances, but these ones just do because they're human and it's a favoured class thing. And yeah, I never really looked at Pathfinder Paladins. The biggest change, I think, is actually in the Smite Evil. In D&D 3.5, Smite Evil used to be you declare it on an attack. If the attack lands and the thing happens to be evil, you got some, you know, bonuses on the damage. It's kind of cool. It's nothing that makes or breaks you, because it's so interspersed, sort of thing, like you don't really benefit too much from it. It's a temporary spike in damage. That's what it is. In Pathfinder, Smite Evil is a condition that you declare on somebody. And it lasts for 24 hours, or, you know, until you refresh your use of the Smite Evil that you've used on them. And you get several of these per day, of course, at various levels. But it lasts for 24 hours or until you refresh your use of Smite Evil, or until you kill the individual. I'm pretty sure it would last through the Paladin's death. My GM and I have a little bit of a disagreement about how particular abilities last through death. Say you die and then you get raised, like mid-combat, which is definitely an exceptional condition. But if you're calling down, like, you know, basically the gods to say, fuck that guy, I'm gonna fuck him up, I get the impression that that should last through your death. I mean, if it doesn't say if this, you know, goes out when the paladin goes out. But yeah, you know, that's a disagreement that I have. But whatever. So let's see. If you're in the know, it's got 18 strength. This is boosted by items and stat increases as well, so I didn't roll up two 18s. I only rolled one 18, but there was a 15 in that, which I've upped to an 18 with a +2 for being human and a +1 for level. New Year's lag, and we're over it. Great, very good. Getting a few changes around of College of Cardinals, aren't we? Yeah, the Persian guy's still in it, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, 18 strength, 13 dexterity, which is optimized for the full plate, of course, because full plate only gives you a maximum of +1 to your dexterity bonus for armor. So, you know, I've optimized that out. 16 constitution, and 50 tech points. How about that? Military or culture? We're into culture, I'm fine with that. We don't want it in economy because we're almost done with economy. Completely. Okay, so let me think. Yeah, 16 in constitution, 10 in intelligence. That's actually my dump stat. I'm kind of low on skill points, but we're being given a bunch of extra skill points anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. 11 in wisdom, and 18 in charisma. That 18 is going to become a 20 as soon as I enter play, because there's a headband of charisma +2 floating around. So that'll massively trick him out, because paladins get mad bonuses for having high charisma. High, like better than anybody else ever would. So yeah, I'm going to be nabbing that headband, because I deliberately didn't take anything for a head slot either, so good on me. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, so the explanation, this is one I actually had a little bit of a tricky think about with the... Okay, we've got a chance of getting +1 learning or a chance of getting the temperate trait. I don't have the temperate trait. What does temperate do? +2 stewardship. Done. No, we didn't get it. That's fine. Anyway, the reasoning behind putting 10 into intelligence and 11 into will, or wisdom, the point is there that when I hit level 8, I'm going to be bumping up one which had 11 in it. Bumping up intelligence to 12, and this is something I had to think about for a while, so I really thought it over and, you know, spoke it out to myself a few times. Putting a 12 into intelligence gets you a few extra skill points. You know, cool, great. Gets you a few extra skill points and lets you, and any skills that you have that are based on intelligence, such as knowledge skills, which I do have 2 of, they, you know, they get pumped up by +1 as well. It's kind of cool. Or, if we do as I've done and put the 11 into wisdom, so that it bumps up to 12 and I get a +1, I get +1 to my will save, which is kind of important. I mean, I don't have to worry about my fortitude save all that much, because I'm immune to disease, and, well, I got a delay poison spell, which could kind of help, but not greatly. And I'm kind of relying on my cleric to neutralize the poison, even though my cleric is fucking useless. But, you know, whatever. I still can't believe he just stood by at the end of basically the last fight. So annoying. Anyway, neither here nor there. The point is that then I get +1 to my will save, which is already fairly formidable. Yeah, Pope's, this guy's, the Persian cardinal is the preferred guy here now, so he won't be for long. Looks like the Kingdom of Georgia managed to get an heir which wasn't going to piss me off. Great. Wilhelm is being run by this chick. You know, that's great and all, but I got better things for little Wilhelm to do. Now, because he's already being tutored by somebody, we have to, yeah, wait for that to happen, and it's happened. So now, you know, now he's in our court, we're educating him. And because of that, he should get a pretty good diplomacy stat, which is what we're looking for. And he may also get just, he may also get charitable, kind, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, as well as bumping up my already formidable will save, because as a paladin I add my charisma bonus to will saves. Holy shit, you know, and it's also one of the stronger ones as well. As well as doing that, most of the other skills that I've taken are based on wisdom. You know, there's perception, there's survival, there's other stuff that I can't remember at the moment, but it's all based on wisdom, so all of those go up by +1. The only other thing that I could be putting that +1 to would be dexterity and making it a 14. That would up my reflex save by 1, but that's about all it would do. It wouldn't give me additional point of armor because full plate. And yeah, it wouldn't work out as well for me. Now this is actually one of the reasons why I didn't take the reincarnate last time, like for my Cavalier. I'm not sure if I've explained this yet, but my GM offered as a reincarnate, which reincarnates you as a random race, which means you've got to apply their physical stat modifiers. I worked it out using the one in the book, which isn't accurate because my GM was using his own one, which involves Genasi and Aasimar and Tieflings. Which, with the Paladin, if the Paladin dies, I'll be reincarnating like a motherfucker. And to be honest, I'll be trying to reincarnate as many times as possible until I hit Aasimar, because Aasimars are phenomenal for Paladins. But I worked out the chances, and the odds of me being something I didn't want were just phenomenal. The biggest one was Elf. And like, I joke around a lot with my fellow players, you know, who wants to be an elf tree hugger, you know, all that sort of stuff. But the elf physical adjustments, +2 dexterity, -2 constitution. If you're like me and you optimize, you know, half decently at least, your armor has a max dexterity bonus, which is what your dexterity bonus is. That's just what happens, you know. That's how my Cavalier was, that's how my Paladin is, that's how every character should be. Unless you have absolutely no dexterity, in which case, just get full plate. But adding 2 to your dexterity, which improves the bonus by 1, you know, logic there, that gives you no real bonus. It improves your reflex save and any skills which are based on dexterity. Which, to be fair, Ride is one of those, and my Cavalier had Ride, of course, but he had no need to get a bonus in that. He was already phenomenal at it. You know, being a goddamn Cavalier. So, the bonus of +2 dex wasn't really a bonus, it was more of a nothing reward. The penalty of -2 constitution. My guy was already low on health. It's why he died. Like, he didn't have a very good constitution to begin with. So, you know, kind of shit, to be honest. So I didn't want to take that, so fuck it. And as it turns up, we rolled it after I decided not to reincarnate, and I would have been an elf. It would have been a net negative. The only bonuses would be that I would be immune to sleep magic and that sort of thing. Also, I think I would have lost my human trait, which was what made my camel and my cohort epic. But I'm not going to bang on about that too much. The bottom line is that, well, this time I haven't taken leadership. Also, we just picked up a title. We are now Kaiser Baldwin the Good. There you go. But yeah, I didn't take leadership this time. And basically I'm going full, you know, what do you call it? Basically full melee, solo operative, that sort of thing. So it should be fairly entertaining, and I won't have to manage a goddamn cohort. And I kind of took improved Sunder instead of a leadership trait, so or feat. So I'm going to be smashing up some weapons and some armor. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what I've done in the last day since I recorded. It's going to be a little bit longer between publishers, but you know, whatever. I can still usurp the Duchy of Agra. I just don't want to do that. So, you know, I'm just going to leave that there. Sorry about that, I had to discuss some matters with people who wouldn't understand that I was recording. So, let's see. Hopefully it didn't come through, because then that would have just been confusing. Military tech is just so slow. We're actually getting advances in siege equipment now because of my neighbours. Seriously, one of my neighbours is better at siege equipment than I am? I don't even know what's happened there. These places, Tyrol and Innsbruck, are better at siege equipment than Oberbayern is. I don't mind, we're still getting 5.3 bonus, and that actually does change something. Pause the damn game. Just get rid of that map mode for a moment. I'm going to set my marshal to researching military tech. In Oberbayern, of course. So that should have advanced the siege equipment up to 7.8 per year. That's good. And shipbuilding as well, but you know, fuck shipbuilding. Exceptional. Okay. We are drawing to the close of the episode in about 10 minutes time. Which, if I didn't manage to mute my microphone, and you guys heard me say that, you'd already know. Yeah, I gotta put my car away. Had to move it earlier, you know. That's how things happen. You already have more than enough titles. So I'll just put them into jail. And they've probably been imprisoned by somebody else. Good. My wife's pregnant. Good on me. Not that we don't already have enough children. Should get some events here for little Wilhelm. I mean, come on. Events would be good. She's still got the have a daughter ambition, Countess Trude here, because the one that they had was a son. How are the Republic things going? Yeah, see, while Damietta made another one there, Thrace took Ascalon, which is good. Good on them. Means that they're in a position to do something about it. We obviously just can't affect the rest of the stuff in Egypt unless we conquered it, which, gonna be honest, I'm not gonna do. Okay, my grandson Wilhelm is insulting the ladies. So the lady almost ran me down as I entered the hall. Tearfully, she told me that my grandson Wilhelm had insulted her again. But my dear lady, you are fat, so it's honest trait, -2 intrigue, +3 diplomacy. Praise his honesty, that gives him, still lets him keep the trait, but he gets +1 diplomacy, as well as people not liking him. Lose the honesty trait, or give him the chance of getting deceitful, which is + intrigue, -diplomacy. We're going to praise his honesty to the court. So he's gotten +1 diplomacy as well as the trait. So yeah, we're really rigging this guy up to be a Diplo guy, which is good because he's eventually going to be a king. Well, Kaiser. And he should be quite an excellent Kaiser. I'll make sure to marry him off when the time comes to a genius. And if we can't find a genius, we may just blow all our money on, where is it? Presenting debutantes. Which basically makes female characters for us. And we'll just do that until we get one with a genius trait. Expensive. We could barely, it's based on our current monthly balance, or monthly income. So, you know, it gets expensive, but that's just something we'd have to, you know, deal with. If we chose to do that, like, you know, I'd prefer to find somebody who already exists. Yep, looks like Cardinal Boldemir here isn't favoured anymore. Cardinal Wilhelm of Ascoli is, and he is one of my guys. Got a peasant revolt in Boresti, which I think is over here. Oh no, there it is, up north. This army is probably in the best position to deal with it. Navarra? I don't have anyone in Navarra. Up you go. Okay, 4,000 gold from my steward. That's because our monthly balance is quite honestly ridiculous. Yeah, nice. We've got a revolt in Naxos, which I know is down here. Got an army semi-nearby them. Off we go. We're going to get a straight crossing there, but it's not going to matter too much. We're really improving opinion with the Hansa, well above and beyond what we actually need. Right, you should be going up there, mate. Okay, we've just had a daughter born to us. Good. No traits or anything like that, so whatever. We'll definitely hit that army. And the one down in Naxos won't actually have anywhere to run to. Unlike this one, which can now run to Pod of the Sea. Yeah, see, Naxos only has one way in or out. Which is actually kind of handy for us. Okay, that little revolution has been dealt with. You're done, mate. And we can finally invest in the last level of trade practices, which has maxed out economy. So now we're just looking for, you know, advancing religious customs and probably heavy infantry. Heavy infantry will be the cheapest one if it isn't, you know, shipbuilding or siege equipment. I honestly doubt we'll actually get the chance to do that, to be honest. Yeah, these guys have already lost a army commander, so we'll give them Dieter. Come on. We've got a revolt in Sinjar? Where the hell is Sinjar? Oh, all the way over here. They're already taking attrition. And I'll just move this army over there to deal with them. And put... I guess that guy, sure. They're probably going to move somewhere because of the attrition issue. No? And this army over here was just a complete victory, so we can declare this one over and done with. Thank you. A son was born to Princess Cecily, who is my half-sister, and Stendor, who is my marshal. Not a genius, which is, you know, a little annoying because they're both geniuses, and that was kind of a point. Oh. Gonna have some New Year's lag. Not a problem. Cutting it a little fine there, but, you know, whatever. Intercept, and let's have a wipeout. No, not a wipeout this time. It's alright, we'll just chase them back on their way back to, you know, Tortosa. Crunch. war is over. Thank you very much. I'm just going to do a building check, and then I think we'll end the episode. So, let's see. All good there. All good there. Most of these places should be all good. Ah, excellent. Finish up in style. Oops. Stables there. I'm pretty sure we're almost done in Nida Bayan as well. When that one's done, we should have the entire province maxed. Which is good. Okay, this place needs a keep. And St. Gallen is fine. Alright, so we're going to end the episode there, as usual. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Get to them as soon as possible. If you liked the video, well, give it a like. That would be an appropriate response. If you liked it so much that you'd like to see more, well, go ahead and subscribe. And, well, no, that's pretty much it. Wow, I've sort of overstretched myself there. But, in the meantime, I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.